Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Joey Dots, owner of Delaware SMP, and this is the Dattie podcast Q&A. I'm taking questions from people who send them to me in the DMs or text messages so I can give you some of my thoughts and ideas and perspective into life. So the first question I have here today is, how did you reassure yourself the confidence and finances to make the investment into Delaware SMP and take the jump into entrepreneurship, especially in such uncharted territory? So that's a loaded question, and I'll share with you kind of how I felt and what I did. I wasn't very confident when starting this business. What I knew is there was a need for people who are struggling with hair loss to find a solution. So I was traveling down to Washington, D.C. and New York, and I knew nobody in Delaware was doing SMP, but there's plenty of bald people. So like in the movie Field of Dreams, my thought process was, if you build it, they will come. So I started out, I got trained, and then I started doing SMP out of my house on friends, family, whoever would be a guinea pig, until eventually I decided to rent my first space. And my whole thought in regards to finances was, if I make one sale, because the average sale is about $2,300, $2,500. If I make one sale, that should cover my rent and my utilities. So if I just made one sale a month, that's all I was going to do. So I still worked full time and ran the business basically part time at night and on the weekends until I built up enough clientele where I could leave corporate America and do what I'm doing now, which is a full-time SMP artist. In regards to finances, I saved up my money so I could make the down payment. And then once I was into my actual unit, I just forced myself to make sales. I will walk around the Christiana Mall if I had to make sales. I will hand out cards. I will go up to every bald person I see at Costco. I'll do whatever it takes in the beginning. And then the question follows, especially in such uncharted territory. You're right, SMP is a whole new industry. It's really only been around about 12 years. So in 2016, when I started getting this done, I was like, wow, this is amazing. No one's doing this in Delaware. This is a problem solver. But I knew that people who were struggling with hair loss wanted a real solution that worked. So I had faith that if I learn this technique and I learn this process and I learn how to become an SMP artist and I practice and I get better and better and better, that I can be good enough to where people would pay me money. And that's what I did. So yes, it was challenging, but it's not impossible. If you're consistent and you're persistent and you keep pushing yourself, you can make it to the next level no matter what industry that you are in. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Go get some. Woo!